I'm going to tell you about the very important pathogenic organism that is Candida. Genus Candida is also known as Moniliae. It is classified under order Moniliales. The important species under this genus are Candida albicans and then few other like Tropicalis, cruzi can be found in the pathogenic infections. These Candida organisms, they are found commonly as saprophytes. They are commensals of mucous membrane of digestive tract, urogenital tract and respiratory system. These organisms are present as yeasts. The budding cells appear as gram-positive if they are stained with gram stain. They are characterized by formation of pseudohyphae, that is mycelium-like structure, because of the budding cells, daughter cells, they remain attached to each other and they go on extending in the form of a row which appears as if it is a hyphae. So it is called as pseudohyphae. The yeast cells repeatedly divide and form a chain-like structure, so it is called as pseudohyphae. Each cell in this chain serves as a spore. The species albicans is characterized by production of a thick-walled chlamydospores, that is the resting spores, those are seen in the microscopy. The organisms readily grow in bacteriological media like blood agar at 25 to 37 degrees Celsius. They produce smooth, creamy, bacteria-like colonies. The pseudohyphae formed extend into the medium. This can be demonstrated in the slope cultures. These colonies become subsurfaced and furrowed after long-term incubation in the medium. Commonly used media are blood agar, and you can also use malt agar for growing the Candida organisms. Special media like Rowling's media with or without antibiotics can be used. The resting spores of Candida, called as chlamydospores, are formed in cornmeal medium profusely. The organisms produce severe kidney infections, liver infection, spleen infection in the rabbits and mice if they are injected intravenously in pathogenicity testing. Organisms are found to be fermenting some of the sugars like glucose, sucrose, maltose and galactose and produce acid and gas. Pathogenesis of Candida. The infection caused by Candida are called as candidiasis. It is also called as moniliasis. Candida albicans is the important species. The infection caused by albicans may be in the form of acute disease. It may also produce subacute infections. It may produce chronic infections. Organisms are generally found as saprophytes and they are non-infectious, commonly present on the mucous membranes of the animals. However, if they produce infection when the host is having some immunological problems, immunocompromised animals, or they are having some malignant diseases, or they are having deficiencies, they are under stress. Candida infection is common in individuals which are undergoing prolonged antibiotic therapy, like in case of mastitis and meningitis cases. Candida infection occurs as cutaneous or mucous membrane infection. Infection in mucous membranes is referred commonly as thrush. Especially in human beings, mucous membranes of oral cavity and reproductive tract are affected. In oral thrush, in babies and patients in their terminal stage of some malignant infections or cancer, the infection in poultry is called as avian candidiasis or moniliasis or thrush. Candidiasis in poultry is observed in young birds, and acute infection is characterized by rapid death and a very high mortality. The lesions are very characteristic and they develop in the inner lining of crop. In acute cases, the lesions appear as tiny, discrete, yellow, white or grey-white pustules loosely adherent to mucous membranes. In chronic infections, the crop wall is thickened and it is covered by a corrugated false membrane which is yellowish, greyish colored pseudomembrane that is formed because of the necrosis of superficial mucous membrane. And that material resembles as a Turkish towel. Hence it is called as Turkish towel-like growth. Necrotic exudate can be seen in the gizzard of birds and in the intestine. There could be miliary abscesses in lungs and liver of the birds. Candida albicans causes stomatitis and gastric ulcers in swines, and even mastitis and abortions are common in cattle, and in dogs it may produce otitis like infections, which are very chronic and very severe. For diagnosis of Candida, it is based on the symptoms and the lesions produced. Microscopical examination of the material collected can be done by staining it with Gram stain or Giemsa stain. Organisms can be isolated by cultivating them on blood agar or malt agar. They can be tested in the animals by inoculating in the rabbits and mice. Treatment of Candida is very difficult, and few antifungal agents can be used for treatment of candidiasis.